Well, hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays City Skylines. I never thought I would be proud of a road that I built, but in some ways I understand it now. I look at this and I say, it's a little sexy. There's an intersection. I'm not a huge fan of that. Apart from that, though, and I mean, this is mind the corners as well, but apart from that, I'm pretty stoked. So what I'm thinking is we're going to start with 6-lane roads because I always make the mistake of not doing 6-lane roads. And we're going to build mixed-use commercial, residential, little industrial. Probably more industrial as time goes on. But I think we'll build industrial into this middle section, and we'll build like mixed-use residential commercial over here, and we'll build residential with some commercial over here. So let's start with this new district. Not really a new district yet, but you get the idea. It will be a new district at some point. I'm thinking we can set this one up kind of like this. But I gotta think about how these people are gonna get back to where they want to go. Nobody likes cul-de-sacs, man. So I think what we do is we actually set it up in an intersection grid and try like a little traffic experiment here. Instead of doing weird curved roads that end in cul-de-sacs, what if we actually had 4-way intersections? That's the only way to get through this is to turn right. You can't even go straight. You could turn right or left here. That seems dangerous. By right, they just mean over here. But okay, is it a traffic light? Yes. Is this a traffic light? Yes. Was it a traffic light anyway? I think it might have been. So in addition to that, we're going to have like 6-lane roads with trees. Just for like a little... Actually, you know what? Let's upgrade our highway to a highway with noise barrier. Because we're going to put like a suburban neighborhood here. So we want like everybody to be happy, even though it's actually super cheap to upgrade this. It's my bad. There you go. It's got a highway with noise barrier. People are starting to complain about noise pollution, so I'm gonna think this is the right idea here. I didn't mean to upgrade that, but that's okay. Trees are good. And then we'll build out like this. And I know that this is still a cul-de-sac, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see, alright? And maybe we'll even try gridding the shit out of it. You gotta forgive me, but even being able to say the expression grid the shit out of it feels amazing after all the anti-gridding we've been doing lately, after all the roundabouts. Look, I love the roundabouts as much as the next guy. This is gonna be a new paradigm. It's a new experiment for us. We're gonna build some high-density commercial over here. By the way, now that we have a university, I'm hoping to build some offices instead of industrial, and we'll probably try to like. Actually, you should not have any residential there where you have to stop. I'm thinking. Let's build some water over here first. It's probably a good idea. Are you gonna be able to handle this sewage? Are you ready for this jelly? We'll put like a water pipe over here and just like freaking link it up like this. But I'm thinking, yeah, I'll phase out the hard industry, you know, like the primary industries, mining and refineries and foundries and shit like that, in the one part of my town. This part over here, the wedge, we'll turn that into like a new office area. You're full, right? How about you? 59% full. How's garbage doing? Do people need help? Doing relatively well, it looks like. Can live with it. What's your problem? Not enough buyers. You need more population. Okay, fair enough. And actually, we're gonna take out our loan right now. I've realized this is gonna be a little bit more expensive than I originally thought. We're gonna build a advanced wind turbine over here, but it's gonna be on a different grid, at least temporarily. So we got to be a little cautious about things. And let's put it as far away from that as we can. We'll build it in like that. You're gonna have power now. Now we need to put a sewage drain somewhere, preferably where there's no flow. Where does this flow take it? Down here, down here, down here, down here. I think we can get away with putting a sewage drain right here for now. And it's gonna be a little messed up. We'll know if citizens start getting sick, we can always just change it. I hate this space already occupied shit. There we go. And we'll build some power lines stretching out here. I don't think this is cost prohibitive when it comes to making like a brand new area for our city. So let's see if this actually works. We got a new district here. Let's put it up. I might not necessarily give it a name yet. Kind of want to see if it just takes off. And I'm actually pretty happy with the intersection as well. People are in here. High Hills is a great name for it. You have no power, right? Because I have to actually draw power lines in this way. How's our zoning look? We can for now, we'll get away with doing this. Draw like that, that, and like that. Okay. High Hills should have some power now. They should have water. Our population should be growing relatively quickly. This is good stuff. I'm thinking we might be able to hit 20,000 by the end of this episode. I know that seems crazy, but we got a lot of new land over here to do something with, and I think we can do something with it. How do you guys like living in High Hills? You having a good time? All right, industrial demand is coming up a little bit, so let's come back to our, the boring part of our city, and I'm going to dezone some industrial parts here, and I'm going to turn them into offices. And I'm going to do this starting relatively slowly, because I don't know what the demand is. Like, I think we've got a pretty good supply of education. Like, I think we have a decent amount of educated workers. But I want to put this close to our university, because I'm assuming if you're like an educated worker, you live close to the university maybe, or something like that. And offices are starting to come up here. This isn't going to change our industrial demand, but it will change the kind of people that live and work in this area. So offices are coming up, not super quickly, but that's okay. All right, let's head back here, turn our speed down just a little bit. And commercial demand has been, like, satiated right off the bat. That is crazy. Or not satiated, it's insatiable. Let's build another little swath of high-density commercial there. It's looking like this might become, like, a nice little shopping district for us here. Just get you on like that. I don't want to have anything on the main road, like the way into the city. Like, even this, I don't really like. See if we can take care of that. Like so. There we go. But I'm pretty pleased with the way this is working. We do have a little bit of backup. Nobody's coming on. Oh, they're coming on this way, yeah. Nobody's coming onto the highway, though. Everyone's taking this road off. They don't want to get on the breakneck side of things. Maybe in the future. All right. I can't believe commercial demand is still so high. Let's speed it up a little bit as we go back to our wedge here, and we'll see how this is shaping up. Offices not quite filling up as fast as I would like, but I think in time they'll figure it out. Education, yeah, we got a decent amount of educated workers, well-educated workers. Okay, that's good. We're always going to need people in all kind of educational classes. Ooh, sickness, huh? Low land value. What if I can easily throw like a park or something next to you. There you go. You happy about that now? How's sickness doing? Health? Average health 74. It's acceptable. We need to build some obvious stuff in our new area. Like there needs to be a medical clinic. Right there is fine by me. There needs to be, is that a medical clinic? Yeah. There needs to be, or is that a crematorium? That's a medical clinic. There needs to be a fire department. Lots of fires, man. All the freaking time. Probably would benefit from there being a police station. Just put it like right there. Elementary school wouldn't be the worst thing. It's not that expensive. We just took out that huge loan, so that's one way to think about it, I guess. And that's probably okay, but I'd like to throw a metro station down here as well. Like that public transportation, that's not a metro station, that's a bus station. Public transportation is kind of one of the major hallmarks that I'm trying to build my city around here. I would love to have, I mean, in Vancouver we kind of do, so I'm just being kind of a dick about it, but it's super nice and convenient to have a metro line that runs through our city, even though it's very small right now, our city that is. Slope too steep. Pardon me? All right, we can connect it there if you want to. And we'll, I mean, the tunnels are very expensive. That one alone is 37 goddamn thousand. But there's no substitute for convenience. So if you live in High Hills, you're in luck. I'm really, like, you're the Lord's chosen people here. I am giving you a line that goes that way, and then I'm going to give you, no, sorry. Create new line, please. I'm giving you another line that goes this way. Now, admittedly, you're going to have to make a transfer somewhere, and you can't get a direct line to wherever you want to go, but you are connected, and the metro is free, if I remember my policies correctly. It is free. Enjoy yourself. Treat yourself. We need probably more power in this area already. Okay. Starting to get a little pricey. That's all right. Everyone loves green energy. Power needs taken care of. Or did I break a line? I broke a line. Okay, so we probably didn't even need that extra power. I was just paranoid because they were all on the same grid, so I was like, oh, I don't know. And in fact, now, let's take our power lines and we'll draw like from here, actually out to here, and then we'll bulldoze the other ones, even though I just built one. And this should allow, oh, no. Undo. This should allow for some extra building potential here. So let's rezone this like that. All right. High Hills is shaping up pretty nicely. A little bit of a traffic backup, admittedly. I want to see somebody take this road off. I should have drawn it from the other side, I guess, but yeah, a little bit of traffic on the way into the city as well. We're going to need some garbage over here sooner rather than later, is my guess, but for now, what did I tell you? I said 20,000 by the end of this episode. I'm a little skeptical now, but that's all right. Build residential all along the back here. I would like to D-zone if possible, like the outer edge, just again to stop traffic on our main road, but all the traffic seems to be turning inwards anyway. But right now, that's only because there's nowhere else for it to go. I'm amazed that we're able to support so much high-density commercial, to be honest with you. I don't know if we piped this properly. That's actually good. Okay. This area is looking real nice. Let's not forget to check up on the rest of our city. Some abandoned buildings. Kind of par for the course. Some dead bodies. It happens. Let's continue turning this area into like our new office park. My thinking being, I want to keep the heavy industry on the island over here. Not that I want to keep them separate from the rest of the population necessarily. But I just want to, you know, I want to keep our industries together, if that makes sense. And I think this is a nice area for an office, you know, in this old area over here. The building is emptying. Building is emptying. Do you have garbage problems? Or is it like high tax? It might be high tax for why they're moving. Honestly, like this part of the city is relatively self-sustaining. These industries are leaving because there's not enough workers. You got garbage problems. I feel bad for you, son. Not enough workers. Okay. I mean, I don't know how I could make it that much clearer. Take the fucking metro to work is my thinking. But we should... I can understand the reasoning here. I'll tell you what. Let's D-zone a little bit of industrial here. And instead of replacing it with an office, we'll replace it with high-density residential. They're going to be a little sicker, and they're going to hate living next to industry. But it'll be cheap housing, and the people that work in these refineries maybe can live here. Factories, refineries, fish stick factories, etc., etc. And as these get D-zoned and rebuilt, we'll see how this is affected, because I want to make sure that my city's growing, you know, as healthily as possible. I do still want to hit 20,000 over the course of this episode, though. So now we're having garbage problems. This is not a surprise. We are going to need to build, like, a little landfill-type area. This isn't one-way, right? No, that's two-way. Okay. So we're going to try this again with a 6-lane road. We'll do it with trees, because I can afford to right now. And then... That's not one-way either. Good. We're going to build, like, a landfill right next to the water. No, I'm not going to build a landfill right next to the water. I'm joking. We'll build, like, another 6-lane road with trees out here. This is going to be basically like a little service road. And we're going to put a landfill on here. And we're going to... needs to be bigger than that. And we're going to connect it with an incinerator. It's going to make it hard to build residential in this area. Harder, anyway. But we can make do. In fact, let's... I'm even going to, like, build a weird one. Like, curve it back out here. Throw this down like that. Space already... Oh, you can't build it on the curb. All right. Well, who cares if it's on the highway, right? Then build the incinerator across the street. Sweets. that should solve your garbage problems. I'm hoping. We're going to have to give it a little time to percolate outwards here. You need probably power in addition to water. But I guess you generate power, so maybe you don't need power. Which would be better, because I've heard that, like, no one man should have all of it, so... You got water? You got water. All right. It's going to take a second for this to percolate out, as I always mention. High-density residential is going up. I'm hoping this will deal with the lack of workers. I'm pretty sure these are only going out of business because there's nobody working there. Is the same thing happening down here? It actually seems to be in, like, kind of copacetic down here. Still waiting on a few more... Oh, one sec. No more bulldozing. Still waiting on a few more buildings to go up here before I draw my final conclusions about this experiment. How's it going over here? Couple of dead bodies. Otherwise, pretty acceptable. So we're going to do the same thing we've been doing for a while. We're going to de-zone the heavy industry. This will also kind of like eventually, I believe, contribute to less pollution in this area, which will drive up the land value, which will be nice. I mean, you want to have high land value in some areas, low land value in others, so everybody in your city has a place to live. You don't want to end up with a city where, you know, nobody can afford to live in it. Except the uber rich or anything like that, so... I'm conscious and mindful of that, but for now this is working out pretty well. We're going to need a cemetery over here. Just throw one down. I don't want to say willy-nilly, but you know what I mean. Right on the edge of the water here. That's nice. Put a crematorium next to it. It's not that expensive, considering we're making like a pretty good amount of income right now. And your trash problems are gone there. Fantastic. So we're still waiting just to see if our equilibrium has been hit here. No, there's still a little bit of a worker shortage. It might work itself out, but the easiest way that I can see to deal with this is actually just de-zone a little bit more of industrial and throw on a little bit more high-density residential. And I think, given time, this will sort out, like, we'll hit the equilibrium over here. What's your problem? Sick? Citizens are sick? That's not a surprise, really. I'll tell you what, we can set up, like, a small barrier. Is that a house? One sec. Amity Residence. Where's the industry start here? Right there. All right, so we're going to bulldoze like this and this. And just because you've chosen to live in this area, congratulations. You're going to pick up some small parks. Yeah, I can do even like not a huge one like that. Come on now. I'll do one like that. And then is there an even tinier one that I could just throw down like a bunch of trees? Just to create a small barrier. Oh, we need to bulldoze this. I don't know how much this is gonna help. But I hope you're happy about it. See, feeling full of energy after a hashtag jog in the new hashtag park. How riveting. Lovely. All right, industrial demand and commercial demand is still very high. I'm going to exploit this industrial demand to continue kind of rebuilding the world in our image here. We're going to take all the heavy industry away, and eventually this is just going to be a nice little office area. And we can completely say, you like heavy traffic, you're not going to be in this area. I'm also going to take this opportunity to de-zone the area directly surrounding our roundabouts. Because I think that's only going to cause more congestion. And people dying there, I don't think they're dying because they're sick. I think they're dying because ambulances can't get to them in time. Which is a shitty way to go, man. Is this really... My main road in here, off of this roundabout, is a freaking 2-lane road? That's got to be changed. Let's upgrade that. 6 lanes... with trees, because people live on these streets, goddammit. And I want them to be free from noise pollution. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, offices are going up. Still huge demand for commercial. Wait. Garbage issues. What do you mean you're having garbage? Your whole area is fine for garbage. Citizens are getting a little bit sick. What's our health? Average health 77. I mean, it could be better. I don't like that you're living next to the factories, all right? I can't let my people get sick in the city. So I'm going to D-zone ever so slightly. Like, I don't want to upset the balance too much, but my people, they need clean air. Dang it. So I'm going to set up some offices in the hopes that these offices, which count as industrial, buffer the pollution just a little bit, allowing my citizens to breathe a little bit more easily. Our offices going up? I mean, these are kind of weird areas for it, but what's our pollution look like right now? That's like, this one? It's better! It's a little better. There still might be some citizens getting sick in these areas, but it's a start, dang it. Health has gone down again. Shit. Alright, well, people are building into our office areas, so I'm actually thinking, we're at 21,000 actually. I'm thinking we even push the office idea a little harder. And just try to extend, like, the bounds of the pollution past where it's going to become a major problem for me. So all the way up to this roundabout, I think we can get away with it. I'm not trying to replace the salt of the earth in my city, by the way. Just trying to push the pollution a little bit away from where people actually live. Okay, big garbage problems in our area again here. I mean, the landfill's probably not helping, huh? This one's 92% full as well. Okay, I can understand why we got problems here. Is this one way? It is one way. Kind of just want to throw another landfill on the side here. We'll see how that does it. I anticipate having problems there, but we'll see. People doing relatively well in this part of the city. Occasional deaths. I think that's going to be taken care of. No demand for residential kind of surprises me. What I'm thinking is that probably we're going to need to throw down a little bit of industrial or office in this area in order to get people invested. So let's build like another industrial area over here. We'll start with 6 lanes, not upgrade, and it'll be a curved road. Start like, it's not a very good angle. That's a little better. Start like that, and then build one kind of like straight down. You know, we should basically just build a highway that connects to our other part of the city, but there you go. Let's get that done. So now we got an easy connection there. And we'll build a, we'll build another grid outwards, actually. Try like, we'll build the outside of the grid first, and then we'll fill it in. So we'll roll like that almost. That's going to be lovely. People are going to love living there. I can tell you that much with authority right now. But with some noise barriers, maybe it's not too bad. And then how are we going to zone the industrial here? I'm going to zone industrial like right along this outside edge. Inside edge, sorry. And as people move, or as businesses move into this area, people are going to be stoked because they're going to be like, oh, there's jobs here. And then they're going to be like, fuck, I want to live here. This is a nice area. So shall it be written, so shall it be done. Get this all, you know, piped up appropriately. People getting on my case about, you know, our city expanding outwards instead of expanding upwards. Never fear. One day, we'll expand upwards a little bit more. This is offices, sorry. Does someone know how much energy this meter uses? How about you don't freaking worry about it, you just do your part to save the planet, you asshole. Want to take a look at pollution again? It's not, it's getting better. So, okay, well, I mean, we're going to keep doing what we do. And we're going to D-zone this and zone it as offices to try to stop with the pollution. But, actually, you know what? Okay, let's D-zone that. High density commercial, and actually I don't want to do this yet. And similarly, we'll take like a little bit of this off, but we're taking so much industrial out that I actually worry about kind of the long-term ramifications of this. Put offices over here, and then high density commercial over here. And I'm thinking this should solve our pollution problems to some extent. Still got garbage issues. Little garbage issue here. The fish hook is really the asshole of my city right now, and I didn't originally intend it to be like that. Come on. Somebody's going to be the first to build here. You don't understand. This is the new area. This is the new hotness. We're just not quite there yet. One day. You just wait on it. 22,000. When's our next milestone? It must be like 24? 26. Harbor, cargo harbor, and some new areas. Let's take a look at some unique buildings. We've never built a unique building yet. What is wrong with our garbage collection service? It's not that bad. Unique buildings. We got like some statue of shopping. Constant reminder of the bliss it is to purchase something. It does noise pollution. I want to build something like bigger. Transport tower. Mall of moderation. What if we put the Mall of moderation over here? Are people going to be more likely to like come into this area? Where maybe not the landfill, but I'll build it like here, next to the offices. I should build it next to residences. Man, people in Gastown are not having a good time. We'll build it like in the middle, and it'll have its own 6-lane road to get to, which actually creates another intersection. Dang it, Bobby. You know, okay, I'll tell you what. I need people to come to this area. We're gonna build a mall. We're gonna plop it right next to the offices. And actually, instead of offices, I'm gonna D-zone slightly. Like this. I know we need industrial. D-zone slightly, he says, as he just destroys the area. We're gonna build commercial across from it. And then we're gonna build industrial along this edge, which hopefully won't contribute as much pollution as I think it does. See, we built the mall, and when the mall comes a knocking, we're all gonna be rocking. Offices popping up in this area. As the offices pop up, you can bet your bottom dollar stores are gonna pop up. We need some power over here. And as these stores are popping up, more people will want to live in this glorious area. This area has power because of the incinerator, so we'll just draw a line like that, and that'll connect it all, baby. Where are all the garbage trucks? Alright, we actually are having some legitimate garbage worries here, but this is empty, and this we can now start to empty. Another landfill probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world over here. We can fit it, so why not? Yeah, you're pretty pissed. You shouldn't be living there anyway, you know, that's an area that's long due for some D-zoning. Sorry about that. We'll D-zone all this shit around here. You should not be living here. This is only causing, you know, more traffic issues. I don't want to park right off of a roundabout. That's a damning kind of problem. Oh yeah, this little. I was like, why are my offices going out of business? Just this one little tiny industrial area in the middle. No, you shouldn't be there. That should be an office. That doesn't look like an office. I'm not convinced that that's an office, to be honest with you. Goodbye. Like, I was trying everything in my power to destroy it, but... office. Boom. Alright. High demand for commercial. Not much demand for industrial right now. So with low demand for industrial, what I want to do is just continue what I have been doing. Maybe a little bit too much, but... destroy our industrial areas to make way for offices. And I want to be very clear about this. Oh shit. Broke my power grids. Please build faster in this area. My goal is not to push the dirty industries out of my city and have somebody else take care of that shit for me. These people are the salts of the earth, getting their hands dirty, keeping our city clean and running here. But I need to zone better. And I think if we make this area a little bit less polluted, I can build more residential stuff over here, and then this can be like a weird dirty area. People are actually getting so sick in here that they're dying. So I thought we'd done a little bit better with our sickness, but maybe these people just need to die, and then later they'll be better. Like the people that move in next time, maybe they're just sick beyond repair right now. It's a terrible way to think. I'm actually very pleased with this episode. We got to 23,000. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.